This is how I play Auriel, hyper aggressive Auriel. There's pretty much only two key talents that you need to pick up to do this build. Number one, level 1, you need to get Searing Light. It causes your heal to do damage in the circle. And this is key to this build. You gotta have this. And the next talent you need to take is at level 16, Reservoir of Hope. Each time you use your healing at maximum charge, it's going to give you more overall charge to use. And used in conjunction with Searing Light, you can save up a really big charge of damage. Your gameplay loop with this build is going to be mostly being really aggressive, and it only works if you have really aggressive teammates, so it helps if you have a tank or bruiser with you. Somebody that's going to go in, mix it up, be amongst the enemies so that you can do the same. If your team's being really weak and pulling back, then you're not going to be able to be aggressive and be amongst the other heroes, and you're not going to be able to pull this off. You're going to build up your healing charge really fast by being really close, aggressive, hitting with a lot of AoE damage. And then once you get a full charge, you're going to be on top of the minions and enemy heroes, and you get the heal for all of your allies and yourself. And you're also getting the damage for all the minions and enemy heroes in that circle. And here's the really cool part about Searing Light. Once you do that damage with the heal, you're automatically getting that energy charge from the damage you just did. So depending on the charge that you had when you used Ray of Heaven and the amount of enemies that you're able to hit with it, it allows Ray of Heaven to charge itself. Then, as you can imagine, once you have Reservoir of Hope and you've built that up, the bigger bar you have, the more damage you're doing with Ray of Hope, and the more charge you're getting back instant. So it's a compounding effect once you get that Reservoir of Hope at 16. So this is what you focus on with aggressive Auriel. You focus on getting your charge up, and then every time you use your charge, healing as many of your allies as possible, but also damaging the enemies so that you can allow Ray of Heaven to charge itself. Then you can have a massive heal and AoE splash attack, which you can get up as fast as Ray of Heaven is available, which is every 4 seconds. Here you can see I use Ray of Heaven on us and the enemy team. We get a kill. I have it back before Ray of Heaven's ready. I use it immediately again. I have it back within a second. And this is what you're looking for. At this point in the game, I have the highest siege and hero damage on our team. I have way higher healing than the enemy healer, and I have the most XP of our team, and 4 hero kills because of how aggressively I'm playing. At level 10, I usually go with Crystal Aegis. I think it's generally a better idea in any RPG or video game to prevent damage rather than undo it. So if at the point the person had died, it's not as good as preventing their death, which I could have done there, but I've been playing Auriel. Crystal Aegis can be used in conjunction with the aggressive build really well. You can use it as a tool to buy you time. So in cases where you don't have your full heal, like here, I'm the target and I don't have my full heal, so I use Crystal Aegis to buy me some time. It gets my team in position to pressure them off of me. Also, when it explodes, it gives me a little bit of heal. So when I come out of it, I have the heal ready, and I didn't need to use it, but I can. Here you can see we've gotten into a situation where we're outnumbered. It's a non-preferable fight for us. Healing isn't enough. I need time to build my bar, so I use Crystal Aegis on our new Barak. Saves him as soon as he comes out. I heal him. It gave me the time I needed. Here we're about 12 minutes into the game, and we just leveled up to level 16. You can see that my maximum energy is 895, and that's as much healing as each maximum charge healing will do. I'm going to go ahead and get Reservoir of Hope, which you got to get. It gives you 75 extra for each full charge that you use, so you can build up quite a big heal, and then of course do 30% as damage. Here we're about 16 and a half minutes in, and I've got 10 charges of Reservoir of Hope, so I have 750 extra energy. At 20, we just got level 20, so at level 20 I'm going to go with Diamond Resolve. Each of these are fine. Angelic Flight, Shield of Hope's really good. I just thought this would get a lot of use in this particular battle. Same with a lot of the other talents that I didn't talk about. A lot of them are good, so you can just go with what you think is best in the situation that you're in. It's not such a big deal in this strategy. At this point, 17 minutes into the game, I'm healing for over 1800 health in the circle, and I'm doing over 500 damage in the circle. just for reference, Flying Murky can only do about 800 to 900 with his ultimate right now. So it's really easy to out-heal other healers with this at this point. Here's a pivotal moment in this battle at 18.5 minutes. My tank starts to go north, leaving me with 3 enemies, so I bust north too. I gotta stay with them. And then they start to target me down, so I use my Aegis. When I come out, I got full heal. I'm healing and damaging. My tank's going down, they're targeting him. I get a full bar, almost fully heal him for 2200. We start turning it around, we're doing more healing and damage than they can, so we get 2 or 3 kills there, and we get the objective. We charge in with the dragon, we take down their core, and that's the game. I got 141,000 healing in this game, 0 deaths. Get the MVP. Here is the scoreboard from Hot's logs. I got a 91.4% score on this one. It was really good. That's what you want to see with your builds and your strategies. You want to see 70, 80, 90% scores with those. And when you're theory crafting builds and you're coming up with strategies that you're trying and you're testing different talents, you want to get onto a third-party site like Hot's logs, and you want to see how you scored and check that against other games you've played so that you make sure you're getting better and you're doing well according to the stats and not just how you feel. Because you might feel like you did good and you had a really great game, but then if you check the score, it might have been Tracer or Nazebo carrying that game. You always want to verify that your feelings and don't just go on that and then continue to build your build based on that and struggle long term. You want to make sure you're doing well.